Hey everybody, and welcome back. This is the Ancient Meddler, and I'm back again to give you another reaction. Today we're going to be reacting to the band Civil War. The song is called I Will Rule the Universe. If you've never heard of the band Civil War, let me tell you a little bit about them. So according to Wikipedia, Civil War is a power metal band from Falun, Sweden, formed in 2012 by several former members of Sabaton. So if you're a Sabaton fan, you may like this band or you may hate this band, depending on your perspective, right? The band adopted the same lyrical themes of war and historical battles that were characteristic of Sabaton. However, unlike Sabaton, many of Civil War songs focus on American history and conflicts, whereas Sabaton songs are primarily about European history and conflicts. And that's somewhat true, but there are a lot of Civil War songs that aren't about American history, and there's some Sabaton songs that are. So there's a lot of similarities between the two groups musically and thematically, though. So in April 2012, guitarist Ricard Sundin and Oscar Montelas, drummer Daniel Mulbach, and keyboardist Daniel Muir left the band Sabaton, of which they had been founding members. They soon teamed up with Astral Doors vocalist Niels Patrick Johansson and soon bassist Stefan Pizza Eriksson was recruited to form the band's lineup. Initially signed to Despots Records, the band released a self-titled EP in October of 2012 and then immediately began working on their first full-length album, The Killer Angels, which is based on a book about the Civil War. The name is. Killer Angels was released in June of 2013 and reached gold status in Sweden only 2 months later. At the same time, the band began playing live shows at various festivals in Sweden and went on their first tour of Europe in February of 2014. They put out a few albums, and then a couple years later, they reunited with Sabaton on stage at a concert in 2019, it's an amazing show. So I may actually react to some of that because they took over 2 stages at this big giant festival. At the Wacken Open Air, they had 2 stages, and they had band members on both stages, and the crowd filled up the area in front of both stages. There was, I don't know how many there were, but it looks like 500,000 people there. And they had a full chorus. They had all kind of crazy stuff, and they had all of the band members from the original band plus the newer ones all playing for not the whole concert, for parts of it, right? And so they had 2 drummers, one on each stage, and a guitarist over there, guitarist over here. It's really cool. But anyway, so this is not about Sabaton. This is about Civil War. So I discovered Civil War before I actually discovered Sabaton, and I really liked this album, the first album, Killer Angels. I thought it was amazing, and the next couple of albums I really liked as well. Now they got a new singer after a while, so and they're working on a new album allegedly, but it hasn't been updated since 2022. On 7 April 22, the band's 4th studio album, Invaders, was announced to be released on 17 of June. Well, it's not listed here. Or is it? It is listed here. Okay, so maybe they do. I haven't heard it, so if it is out, I need to go listen to it. Anyway, we're going to listen to something from the first album, which is my favorite, which is the Killer Angels album. And the song that we're going to be doing is called I Will Rule the Universe. And see, this isn't about American history. This is about Napoleon Bonaparte. So there's also a song on the album called Gettysburg, which is phenomenal. I'll probably end up doing that at some point too, but the first one I wanted to cover from them is called I Will Rule the Universe. And it is a song all about Bonaparte, Napoleon Bonaparte. So let's check it out together. And then you guys can tell me what you think. So, because I know I like it. I'll back up over the beginning. Just if you've heard Sabaton, or if you know Sabaton, you'll probably notice there's a lot of similarities, especially to the old Sabaton, Carolus Rex time periods Sabaton, right? I think Carolus Rex. I don't know. Old Sabaton, original Sabaton. You go back and listen to some of that stuff, and this you'll hear the similarities. I don't know when Carolus Rex was out.
Soldier at heart and a child of war. Napoleon Bonaparte, a master of the game and equal to God, invading the lands of greed and fraud. Turn warfare to an art. He was known as the chosen one, born 1769 in Corsica. His family's joy and pride. He's just like a fairy tale. His boy wasn't up for sale and he never lied. But how he cried.
So we're going into the chorus. Before we get there, I just wanted to say, this guy's voice, yeah, sorry, it's really dark in here. So hold on, let me turn a light on. All right, that's better. So normally when I turn this on, the screen's white and it gives enough light to make me light up. And then when the music starts and I watch the video, it gets dark and I forget about it. And then I go, oh no. So his voice is so different than the singer from Sabaton, right? So very different voice, but very unique, and it's higher pitched and it's a little raspy sound, and I just really like it a lot. I've never seen these guys live though, and my understanding is that's part of the reason why they got rid of this. They parted ways with this singer was, I think what I heard was he didn't want to tour, or he wanted to tour and they didn't want to tour, something like that. So it was something to do with touring. But yeah, I like his voice, and interesting to hear what they sound like without him. So, as a singer, when you're performing songs like this, is that weird to sing those lyrics like that? Because I'm sure some people hear those lyrics and think, oh, wow, I'm greater than God, right? But he's expressing the opinion of Napoleon Bonaparte about himself, right? I just was wondering, how do they feel? Does it make them feel weird? They ever stop and think, like, what is that? What am I singing?
Who could believe this boy would achieve all of his dreams and what he believed? He went down in history. The block has an end, you know it well. Heaven is bound to turn it to hell. His time was running out. At the Battle of Waterloo, no chance, the enemy was fighting far. And here's another song. What's the end of the fairy tale? Everyone is bound to fail, it must be right. But it's every tried. I will rule the universe. I'm the glory and the brave, going down in history forever. I will rule the universe. I shall cross this sorrow's trail, and soon I will be marching into heaven. I'm greater than God.
So, this video looks like it's from a movie, and I think I've seen this movie like when I was young or something. Is it a French movie? But I think the actor playing Bonaparte is a French actor. He looks familiar. I don't know who he is though. If you know anything about this in the comments, could you let me know? Because it looks really well made movie. There's tons of troops and stuff like that. Lots of extras.
gazing at the sky. He was known as the chosen one, born 1769 in Corsica. His family's joy and pride. He's just like a fairy tale. This boy was not for sale, and he never lied. But how he cried, I will rule the universe. I'm the glory, I'm the brave, going down in history forever. I will rule the universe. I shall cross their sorrow's veil, and soon I will be marching into heaven. I will rule the universe. I'm the glory, I'm the brave, going down in history forever. I will rule the universe. I shall cross their sorrow's veil, and soon I will be marching into heaven. I'm greater than God.
All right, well, that was Civil War. So let me know what you guys think of that. I looked at myself and went, ugh, so ugly. So yeah, let me know what you think of that. I really like the video. I like the song. I like the band. Really enjoyed their first couple of albums. Third one was probably my least favorite, and I haven't heard the new one, so I think they only have 4. But yeah, so we'll definitely be checking out some more of them over in some time in the future. I don't know when. Probably not anytime soon. But I definitely want you to hear Gettysburg, because that's a really good song. It's very powerful. All right, I'm done for that. So make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the little notification bell if you want to find out when I release things. Like I said earlier, I just post these things as soon as I'm done. I mean, I record it, boom, and it goes up, boom, and so it could be any time, day or night. You never know. I do it. It's like whenever I feel like it. There's nothing on television at night, I'll come in here and I'll do this, and I'll record a bunch of stuff. If I'm not working, I do a lot of work in another platform. And so if I'm not doing that, then I'm doing this. So, all right, you guys have a good one. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.